Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will gonna talk about how to install and test Pytorch for AMD GPU. So, as many of you should know that Pytorch is one of the deep learning framework that is very popular. It's used for most intelligent machine learning, deep learning projects, including Stable Diffusion, including large language models. They are all run on Pytorch quickly. So for AMD GPU, you will need to install the ROCm framework. So if you are not sure about how to install that, please refer to my previous video. So you will need to verify that you installed it correctly. So in your terminal, you type and enter ROCm info. So if you install the ROCm successfully, you will able to see there are two agents. So there are agent 1, which is your CPU. In my case, I have an Intel CPU. And then for your agent 2, it should be your detected AMD GPU. So in my case, I have a AMD 6700 XT. So there are some additional information. Alright, and you can also use ROCm SMI. So it will show you the statistics for your AMD GPU. Alright, so for the 6700, I also needed to use like an additional environment variable called HSA override GFX version 10.3.1. Sorry, 3.0. So you will need to use that on your terminal. So you may also use that in your bash profile, so it can persist between terminals. Otherwise, you will need to enter this every time you use a new terminal. You open a new terminal, you will need to enter that. And to verify, you should use echo HSA override GFX version, just to make sure that it's correctly reflected in your current terminal. Okay, so we have everything we need, and then we can proceed to install Pytorch. So recently, I think Pytorch published the new version, which is 2.0. So because it's relatively new, so in some case you may need the older version, which is 1.13.1. So I will talk about installation for both. So let's look at the first Pytorch 2.0. So you will need to create a Python virtual environment using Anaconda or Miniconda. So in order to create a virtual environment, you need to use conda create and -n, which will give it a name. So in my case, I can call it P39 Torch 2 AMD, and then specify the Python version 3.9, and then in this case you were able to create the virtual environment. So and then you can activate that. Okay, and then for the Pytorch 2.0 installation, you can use this command. This is from the official site. So as you can see that there's a ROCm version 5.4.2. So this doesn't need to be exactly match your ROCm like version. For example, you can have 5.4 or 5.5. So it will be fine. So you will like use this one. So and then press enter. So it will start downloading some files which can be large. So you can take a break and come back when it's finished. So all right. So once you have it, that you can do a quick look up. So if everything goes well, you can see that you will have the Pytorch installed, which will have 2.0 versions. And yeah, and then that's basically it. So I think in this case, you can proceed to do some testing for the Pytorch. All right, so next I will gonna talk about how to install Pytorch 1.13 version. So for the 1.13 version, it's also very similar. So you will need to create a virtual environment. .9, and after that you can install that, activate, and you can use this statement to do the installation for the 1.13.1. So you make sure that you have the exact statement as this one, because you will need to specify the 1.13.1 for Torch, and also you specify the ROCm. So in this case, you can start the installation. And it will also need to take some time to download some large files. So once it completes, you can do a look up. Yeah, if things go smoothly, you were able to see that you have the Torch Audio, Torch Vision all installed here. Yeah, so I think for the Torch Audio, you also need to specify the ROCm version. Yeah, so it will be like this. All right. So with that being completed, we can go ahead to do a quick test for the Pytorch. I will use one of the most famous machine learning benchmark dataset, which is called Fashion MNIST. So it's one of the datasets that's used to do classification, like using deep learning machine learning models, like using the convolutional neural network. So you are able to like ask your computer to classify the like lots of images to see like which one belongs to which category. So that's very like a useful benchmark for your machine learning models. So yeah, we will go ahead to use our installed Pytorch to do a quick testing. So and let's let's do a quick lookup about what's the data look like, so you can get an idea. Yeah, so the raw data are in the compressed format. And this is the script I was gonna use. So let's look at the image. So it's like here, so you can do a Google search to check out those images. And before we start, let's do a quick verification, like to verify that Pytorch can indeed use our AMD GPU. We start our Python console, and you can install some Pytorch library, and you can verify the CUDA device name. Yeah, so in my case, I have a 6700 XT detected, so that's great news. And you can also use the device to make sure that the device is CUDA. Okay, so I think things goes well. Yeah, we can run it. Yeah, so the good thing about this data set is that the size is relatively small, so you don't need a lot of hardware resource like video RAM to run it, and it can be fairly quick, so you can get the results fairly quick. Yeah, we see that there are several epochs. We see the accuracy has been increasing during the training. Yeah, I think I specified that there will be 10 of them. And we see the accuracy already reached 68%. And it finally reached to 70%. So I think if you increase the number of the epochs, it's gonna give you like a better accuracy. Okay, yeah, I think if you can reproduce what I'm showing here, I think you have a successfully installation of the Pytorch for your AMD GPU. Congratulations. Yeah, feel free to check out my other videos. So for example, there are stable diffusions to turn text into images, or large language models that can generate text. So I think they're all based on the Pytorch. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Goodbye.